recording.
This meeting is being recorded.
Mute you guys. There you go. All right, so we are going. Again, get comfortable if you need to get yourself onto some props, some blankets, some pillows, some towels, anything. Make you comfortable in your home. If you have anything you want to grab, go for it. Yoga blocks, towels, anything that's needed. Comfortable. Just take a second, slow down that body, slow down that mind, and slowing down that breath. Just sitting up nice and tall, taking some length through that spine. And taking that breath, just trying to let it settle down, settle in, lengthen and deepen that breath. If you can, breathing in through the nose, breathing back out through the nose, your Ujjayi breathing. If that's not comfortable for you, just breathe however you can. And then next time you take a nice deep breath as you lift and lengthen up through the top of the head, then drop the chin to the chest. And then begin rocking that head out side to side, right, left, half neck circles with that head going just to one ear and through center and back around to the other ear. And then already taking that right ear over to the right shoulder, holding it here. As you press that left shoulder down the way, create some space as best as you can through the side of the neck. And then relaxing through that shoulder again a couple more times, rock that head out, right, left, right. And then when you're ready to hold it over on the left side, come there, hold, press that right shoulder down the way, create some space. And again, relax that shoulder and just rock that head out. And coming back to where that chin's down, resting at that chest. You can just lift that chin up off the chest, taking the hands down by the side. Nice deep breath, inhaling up and exhaling, folding forward, seated forward fold. Head, chest, and body just coming as far forward as your back will allow at the moment. And maybe as far as those hips will allow at the moment. So those knees have got to drop out, open up, just breathe. Remember here, at any point too, through the morning, take what your body needs, do what works for your body, change what doesn't quite work for your body. And then a nice deep breath, inhale, bring the head up a little bit, and then let's just walk the arms over to the right. So just walk the arms over a little bit to the right, just stretching that low back a little bit differently and settling in over that right leg. Then again, inhale, nice tight core, head up a little bit and walk the arms over, this time to the left. Settle in over the left leg. And then again, bring it back to center. Nice deep breath, inhale, head up, nice tight core. Let's bring ourselves all the way up. Let's see if those legs out from underneath us. If you are sitting on something, you might want to take it from underneath. And then let's just extend those legs, like nice and long with those legs. Inhale up, exhale, and again, folding it forward. Again, coming into that forward fold. Hold it here, let that body rest over those legs. Feel, again, the stretch through the hamstring, stretch through the back as you come. Just settle in, hold it here. Again, nice deep breath, tight core, head up. Let's bring it all the way up. All right, and then from here, let's come up onto our hands and our knees for a couple cat-cows. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Tuck the tailbone under, coming into cat. Just holding it here in cat. Take a few breaths. Inhale, exhale. And then reverse, making your way into cow. Tailbone lifts up behind you. Take the shoulder blades, pull them together. Take your gaze with you. Keep the belly nice and tight. Few breaths, and then we'll just move through cat, move through cow, articulate that spine. Inhale, exhale, round and reverse. Just stretching that spine. And then just taking it one more time each way. And then we're gonna make our way into a neutral spine or a flat back, whatever that is for you. So just letting the back relax. You don't have to try and flatten out the back. Let the back relax, keep the belly tight, threading the needle, starting with the right arm, reaching all the way out to the right, and then taking that right arm underneath the left and coming down to where we're resting on that side of the head. And the right arm's threaded through with the palm up. The left hand can stay there. If you want to take the left arm into a stretch too, you can either bend it, take it behind your back, or take it down in front and walk the fingers forward. But if you need that neck support, keep that hand beside the head and keep it there to help keep you stable. Just hold it here. So not only stretching that right arm, but maybe if you want, stretching that left arm as well. And the hips are just still lifted right up over those knees. Remember too, if you need any cushion for those knees ever, blankets, towels, pillows, put them underneath. Just breathe. And then if that left hand's come anywhere else, just put it right back beside your head. And then we'll bring that arm, take that arm and just roll and lift that right arm up. Just gonna swing around, lift that right arm up, because from here we're gonna come into a modified half moon. So we're gonna rotate onto that left knee. And we're gonna lift that right arm up. So we're on that left knee and taking that hand underneath that shoulder, taking that arm, lifting, and then lifting that right leg up. So just coming into a modified half moon. If you need that cushion for your knee, take something, a towel, a blanket or something, whatever's needed. And then from here, we're gonna reach for the ankle of the right leg with the right hand, and then just come here and just stretching out the front of the leg, stretching out the quadricep. But instead of pulling that heel all the way in towards that buttocks, I want you to open up kind of like our dancer. So here we're trying to push that ankle into the palm of the hand, open up through the hip, open up through that quadricep. And now pull that heel in towards that buttocks to get that full stretch all the way just right down the front of the leg. One more breath. And then release that leg, release that arm, modified half moon. One more breath. And then we're just gonna rotate and roll back to our hands and our knees, giving it a couple cat cows, round and reverse, before we go to the other side. All right, and then when you're ready, left arm reaches out long to the side, left arm underneath the right, coming down, again, threading the needle, get the left arm situated first, and then if you did take the other arm somewhere else, try and take it back to the same place. If you bent it or took it forward, but do what's needed here. Give those shoulders a little stretch. And just breathe. And then if that right arm's gone anywhere else, again, right beside the head, help support. Bring yourself up, unthread, take that left arm, reach up. There for just a moment. And then when you're ready, rolling onto your right knee, right hand, lift that left leg, lift that left arm. Again, that modified half moon. As you all know, a lot of times as we do some of our postures early on, it's a precursor of what's to come. As we get to this when we're standing, this is always a modification that you can take. And then again, reach down, grab that ankle into the palm of the hand. And before we pull that heel in, pull that heel away from that body. We're going to open up through the hip, the quadricep. We're trying to again push that ankle in, draw that heel away from that body. One more breath. All right, now we're going to release that and then pull that heel in. So now just stretching kind of right straight through the front of the quadricep. One more breath. And then release that arm, release that leg. And then again, back to our hands, back to our knees, come onto the forearms, and give me a couple modified cat cows here. Cat cow on your forearms, round and reverse. And then we'll hold here and gonna probably have to scoot the elbows a little further forward as we make our way into our downward facing dog on our forearms, or otherwise known as dolphin. Lift yourself up. Just coming off the hands for a moment, giving those wrists a little break. Coming into that modified down dog here. Push back through those heels, but also maybe feeling a little bit different part of those cat stretch as the length in the arms is a little bit shorter. One more breath, and then to your knees into a quick child's pose. So sit back on the heels, reach the arms forward. And then from here, make our way into our normal downward facing dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips onto your hands. We go, push back into those heels, lift that tailbone up as we push that tailbone back. Push that chest away from the arms. Keep the head relaxed. If you need to, shake it out, do some yeses and some nos. Do what you need. Breathe. And then let's look towards those hands. Walk the feet to the hands to a standing forward fold. Head, chest, and body coming towards those legs. Lengthening those legs, lengthening that back. Trying to draw it all together as best as you can. And this would be a place too where if you can't get those hands down to the ground, if you have a blocks, yoga blocks, or even if you don't have yoga blocks, a nice big thick book or something that resembles that you can use to be a helpful aid. And then from here, inhale to a flat back. Just pull the crown of the head forward, push those hamstrings back. And then exhale, release, inhale, reverse swan dive, nice flat back, up, up, up. We come all the way up to standing and coming up and bringing the hands down and around to our heart center. So as we come into next a toe squat, if you need some help with balance, remember, easiest thing to do is if you have an empty wall that you can sneak over to, or a very big piece of furniture that you can stand in front of. So as I could stand in front of a big huge dresser over here. So you could do this here, but if you don't have that, you can always get close to something you can hold on to. But if you don't think you need it, try it without that. But first, we're just gonna start with those feet about hip distance apart. We're just gonna inhale, bringing those arms up. Exhale, bringing those hands down and around. And then again, inhale, drawing the hands up. And then taking the hands down. The next time, we're just gonna rise up onto the balls of the feet. So as we inhale, coming up, rising up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhaling, bringing ourselves back down. And again, inhale, just rising up onto the balls of the feet. Exhaling, coming back down. And the next time, instead of just coming back down, we're gonna bend into the knees into that toe squat. You can also modify. As you bend those knees, you can also come into a chair. If this is too much, you can keep the heels down, come into a chair. If you can come down into a toe squat, or if you can't get all the way down, you can come to where you can stop and hold. If you can get here, just come lift that chest, bring yourself to a nice upright position, just balancing on the balls of the feet right now. So we're coming into a little bit of balance. And again, you can stay standing and just elevate the heels and stay with that balance. It really depends on what works for you. One more breath. And then what we're gonna do is nice and slowly bring ourselves back up and out and bring it back down and around. All right. And when you're ready, we're just gonna do that one more time. So just, if you need to regroup, feel free. Whenever you're ready, bring yourself up, rising up, and then coming into whatever works. And again, if it's too much on the balls of the feet, you can keep the heels down, come into a chair, or you can just go where you can. Take a few breaths. If you need a little more challenge, you can always close your eyes. It definitely adds a much different element. Just do one more breath. And then from here, once again, nice and slow, just bring yourself up and out and down and around, and bring it around. Do what you need. You can shake it out. Feel free. All right, as we make our way down to the ground, let's just go ahead and make sure you've got a little bit of room around you as you inhale up. Exhale, let's fold it forward. Nice flat back, come into that forward fold. Just come here, draw it together as best as you can. Inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release, hands down, walk or jump into a plank. Come into a nice strong plank. Let's just hold it here for a moment. Make sure you've got that strong plank. You've got the fingers spread wide, hands underneath the shoulders, and we've got that belly pulled in nice and tight. And then from here, we're gonna use the toes to push the shoulders slightly in front of the wrist to chaturanga, slowly lower down like you're doing a tricep push-up, lift up to your up dog, lengthen through the front of the body, tops of the thighs, tops of the feet. Either one work, and then curl your toes, make your way to your downward facing dog. So coming into our down dog, holding it here, take a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, and just breathe to your down dog. Settle in. And when you're ready, lift that right leg up behind you, nice and high, and your down dog splits. And we're gonna bend that knee. We're gonna swing it forward in between the hands. If you didn't get there, pick it up, move it, come up into a high lunge. Peel that chest off that body. Inhale, lift ourselves up. Keep up high lunge, bending into both knees. Although that left leg is nice and long, we're still lowering to that left leg. Nice long hip flexor on the left, bending into that knee. And just breathing here. And then bringing those hands together to prayer. We're going to twist to the right. So we've got that right leg forward. Now we have that left elbow above that right knee, hands pressed together, just twisting over to the right. One more breath, release, bring yourself back up into that high lunge. Take one more nice deep breath, and then into our warrior two, dropping onto the inside of the back foot, open the hips, open up the arms, and bend into that front knee. So remember, as you bend into that front knee placement, so we're not overstretching all those tendons and ligaments in that front knee is crucial. So the knee over the ankle, or even a little bit behind is always fine. You just don't want to be pushing that knee out over that ankle. So take a look if you can see yourself in your camera or somewhere else. If not, a good guide is always, if you can still see your toes without having to go look for them, you're most likely good. And then remembering that left leg, picking up that right heel, or that left heel, excuse me, and aiming it down just a little bit towards the right corner of the mat to help alleviate pressure on that back knee. Holding it here, coming into your warrior, staying strong, opening up that left hip, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then next, as we make our way into our half moon, this would be where too, if you do have your yoga blocks or your books, that it could be useful. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. And remember, yoga blocks is easy to use on all types of levels. You don't need to spend a fortune on them either. You can usually find yoga blocks at Marshalls and TJ Maxx very cheaply. All right, so when you're ready, if you're using that, you can use that prop. If you don't need it, it can be on the inside or the outside of the foot, doesn't matter. But we're gonna push off onto that right leg. And as we do, we're gonna lift that left leg. We're gonna extend that left arm. So again, if you are using that prop, inside, outside, back of the foot, find that place to come and hold. And if you need to modify this, you can come down back to your knee into your modified half moon. So do what you need, find that place that works for you. If it doesn't work, the leg keeps cramping. So I'll find some place to settle in eventually. Great. Okay. And sometimes things happen, so hold it here, do what you can, find what works or doesn't work. And just balance and hold. Lift that right arm a little higher, try and lift that left leg a little higher. Do what you can, one more breath, and then let's release and come into a forward fold. So, you had your eye on me, but it was not happening for me today, and sometimes that happens. It's all right. Just lengthen, hold. In your fold, both feet flat on the floor. Equal weight between each leg right now. And now time just to relax, just a moment. And then inhale to that flat back. Exhale, release. And then hands down, walk or jump back into that plank. Belly in nice and tight. Hold it here. Just hold, looking out. A little bit in front of your fingers. If you have a mat, leave a little bit towards the end of the mat. One more breath. And then slowly, chaturanga. Release to your up dog. And when you're ready, to downward facing dog. So coming back into that down dog, hold it here. Take a couple breaths, regroup. And as you're ready, lift that left leg up behind you, nice and high. Bend it, swing it forward. Bring yourself up to your high lunge. So as you're ready, elevate, lift, come and hold. And then bringing those hands together, coming into that twist. So again, bringing that right elbow above that left knee, twisting. If you need to modify too, you could always go to a low lunge and just hold it here. Holding it one more breath here. And then coming back to that high lunge, hold it here. All right, back into that high lunge, hold it here. And warrior two, drop onto the inside of the back foot, open up the hips, open up the arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together. So just coming into that warrior two, holding it here nice and strong. Again, just taking a look at all your placements. You can look out over those left fingertips as traditional, but if there's neck issues, just recommend you look wherever it's comfortable for you, whatever's best. Take a few breaths right here. Settle into your warrior, get to a nice strong place. And then from here, as we make our way into our half moon, again, if you need any props, you need anything to help you, feel free to get it. And then just send that weight to that left leg, push that right leg, lift and elevate that right arm. Just come to find that place to hold. Find your balance. Lengthen that left leg. Try and lift that right arm right up above that shoulder. Try and get that right leg out in line with that hip. And if you need to come out, feel free to drop that leg and try again. If you need to go to that left knee, feel free to do that also. Again, do what you need, do what works. Take a couple breaths. One more here, inhale, exhale. And then release that right leg, release to your forward fold. So we're coming into that forward fold. Settle in over those legs. Just breathe. And hands down, walker jump. Plank. That nice strong plank, belly in tight. Slowly, chaturanga. Release to your up dog. And then come to that downward facing dog. Come out of that down dog, hold it here. Push that body weight back in the heels as best as you can. Just away from the arms. Take a moment, relax. And then look to the hands, walker jump the feet to the hands, standing forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive, make our way up, all the way, up, to standing, and bringing the hands down around to our heart center. All right, as we make our way into our dancer, again, if you need the help with balance, you can move yourself if you need, but we're gonna start off with that right leg. If you need, again, that help with balance, feel free. We're gonna grab that right ankle, grab that right ankle and pull that heel in towards our chest or towards our buttocks, towards our chest, like these. All right, lift that left arm up. First start here, and then as you can, if you can, take that chest forward, but as you're coming forward with that chest, you're still keeping that chest lifted. And taking that little hinge forward from the hips and pushing that ankle into the palm of the hand and pulling that heel away from that body. And again, we did this here, all modified on our knee. Let's come and hold. One more breath. And then let's just bring ourselves back up to center. And before we go somewhere else, we're going to release the right leg, across the right leg over the left. So across the right leg over the left, we're going to fold forward. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, fold it forward. And then from here, we're going to walk the arms a little bit over to the right. So again, right leg crossed over the left. Walk the bodies and the arms a little bit over to the right. IT band stretches to the outside of that left leg, from the outside of the knee to the hip. Still probably maybe those hamstrings, but also targeting a little bit differently than our traditional forward fold. And then from here, bring it back to center. Let's come to a flat back half fold. And then release. And then reverse swan dive. And again, nice flat back, arms out, belly in, protect that back. Up we go. And bring the hands down and around. And you can uncross the legs. give it a shake, whatever you need to do, and get ready for the other side. Again, we're going to take the opposite leg into the hand. If you did the other right side with me, we're going to be doing left now. So when you're ready, grab that left ankle in good. If you need help with balance, don't be afraid to use it. Again, something to hold on to. Here, easiest thing would be if you have that wall or furniture is to have that right leg at the wall or the furniture. All right, and then as we come forward, let's go ahead and just come where you can. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Again, push that ankle into the palm of that hand. Pull that heel away. Find your balance. And just hold. One more breath. And then make our way back upright. Release the arm as we release the leg. Again, cross it over. So crossing that left leg over the right. Inhale and fold forward. And then this time walking the arms over a little bit to the left. And then walking it back to center. And come to that half fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Make your way up, 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 up to standing. Bringing the hands down around. And then uncross. Do what you need. All right. And then make sure you got that room. So we're going to inhale ourselves up. Exhale, folding forward. Go back into that forward fold. And now with both feet beside each other with a little bit of distance between, feeling the difference where that stretch goes all the way through the back of the legs versus when we have one leg crossed over, maybe a little back, but also in that outside leg, hopefully. Feel that IT band. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, release. Walk or jump to that plank. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Hold, hold, hold. And then slowly chaturanga. Release to your up dog. And then to your downward facing dog. Coming into that down dog, holding it here, pushing that body weight back into those heels. Take a few breaths. And again, a little bit of balance is needed. So if you need to get to something to help, feel free. Or if you also need your props, grab them, right leg up, lift it nice and happy, bend that knee, swing it forward. And then transfer that weight to your right leg because we're coming into warrior three. First, start with those hands at that heart center. Coming into prayer, find your balance, lengthen that right leg, and then lengthen that left leg behind you. And then as you can, take the arms back behind or take the arms forward. Also, this would be a place where if you need a balance, you could put the hands on something and rest them in front of you to help. But find that place. If you need more help with balance, keep the hands at the heart center. But if you can, take the arms somewhere else. If you want more challenge, you can move the arms forward and back. Entirely up to you. Do something that's going to work for you. Nice long right leg, nice long left leg. One more breath. And then let's release that left leg and come into a forward fold. And the right leg we've just been standing on, so that right knee is going to be a little bit bent. The left leg is nice and long. We're going to keep the right hand down, take the left arm up, and just reach into a twist. So the left leg's nice and long, right knee's a little bent, getting a little rest as we just lengthen and lift through the left side. Breathe. One more breath, and then release. Bring it back to center. Equal weight on both legs. Hands down, walk or jump. Plank, through that plank. Chaturanga, release to your up dog. And you're ready to your downward facing dog. Coming into your down dog, hold just for a moment. And then lift that left leg up behind you, nice and high. Bend it, swing it forward. And then as you're ready to transfer that weight to that left leg, elevate the right, Lift it up. As you can, lift the hands. Hands can start in prayer. Find your warrior three as best as you can. And then if you can, move the arms. Again, if you need that help with balance, you can take the arms in front of you to something you can hold on to. Okay, so do it works. If you want the challenge, you can move the arms front and back. Try to get that head, that chest parallel to the ground, that right leg parallel to the ground, left leg nice and long, and lifting you up, belly pulled in nice and tight. One more breath. And then release that right leg, come to that forward fold. And this time the left knee is going to be a little soft and bent, right leg is long, and take that right arm up, get that twist, get that reach, and hold it here. And then release that arm down, equal weight, coming back to your forward fold. Breathe, hold it here. Taking a couple more breaths right here, folding, holding, maybe feeling a little more comfortable in our forward fold. Hands down, walk or jump into your plank. Just one more time in our plank, belly pulled in nice and tight. Remember, you can always modify and go to your knees. All right, so hold here, hold, one more breath, and then slowly release. Come to your up dog. And one more time to your downward facing dog. So one last time, coming into that down dog, hold it here, take a few breaths. And then you can come to your knees into a child's pose. So coming into child's pose, sitting back onto your heels, hold it here. Breaths. Just relax. And then while we're here in this child's pose, we're going to lift the head up a little bit. We're going to walk the arms over to the right. And then we're going to feel a good stretch in the left side of the body. Once you get there, press the head back down. So a little stretch through the oblique muscles. Just that left side of the body. And then again, lift the head up. Walk the arms over to the left this time. And we're going to feel a good stretch to the right side of the body. Once you get there, settle down, rest the head again. Feel a good stretch. Then again, head up, walk the arms back through center, back into just your regular child's pose. Bring the hands back beside your head very, very slowly, since that head's been down for a little bit. Let's just very slowly bring ourselves up. Let that blood flow return back to your head. And then let's bring those legs out from underneath us. And from here, we're gonna make our way onto our back. We're gonna roll ourselves down, a little bit of core work. And so slowly first start rolling one vertebrae at a time. Let yourself come back, roll yourself back. First, just take the hands out overhead, reach point, stretch. And then from here, you're going to bring the hands down beside you. And then from here, you're going to elevate those shoulders off the ground. We're going to elevate the legs. We're going to bring one knee into your chest and then the other. And you're just going to grab below the knee on the shin. All right, so here, working the core a little bit, little scissor legs. If you need to lie back, if that's too much for your head or your neck, you can lie back. You can also keep the hands behind the head and just do the legs and not have the arms. Do what you need. Continue to breathe, and a little bit of work for that belly. One more time each side. And then once again, release. Quick little stretch. And then from here, again, hands down by our sides. And then from here, we're gonna bring those knees into tabletop. And then we're gonna extend those legs up. And we're gonna lift the chest, lift the shoulders, and have the arms by the side, and start pushing the arms down. And again, if this is too much for the neck, first thing you can try is to take one hand behind, then the other. Okay, the other thing you can try is lying back, but do what you can. Pull that belly in tight. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Inhale for 4 counts, exhale 4 counts. And inhale and exhale. And then from here, let's bring those knees in, release the arms, release the legs, give it a quick stretch. And one more thing, just again, working that core a little bit, because our belly is a big part of our yoga practice, having a nice strong core. Double leg stretch. Next up, from here, bringing both knees in to your chest, grabbing hold of the knees and the shins, and then just extending the arms and the legs. And bringing the knees in, extend the arms and the legs. If you need to modify, easiest thing to do is to keep the head and shoulders down, but if you can, keep them up. Knees in, just a couple of these. 2 more times, knees in, arms reach, legs extend. 1 more time. And then as we reach, we're going to take it down and again, give it a nice big stretch. And then taking the arms down to the side of the T, and then bend the knees, drop the knees to the right and look to the left. So stretching out that low back, little gentle twist. And then bring the knees back to center, drop them to the left, and look to the right. And the knees and head come back to center, bring those knees in, and go ahead, circle, give yourself some circles or some rolls, again, releasing that low back. Especially after working that core, that back also stays strong to help support us. All right, and next up, we will make our way into our final posture for Shavasana. Corpse pose is traditional, but wherever is comfortable for you. If you're not comfortable lying on your back, and it bothers your low back, you can put something behind your knees. If also it bothers your neck, you can put something behind your head and your neck to support. If you're not comfortable here at all, just find somewhere else where you can just close your eyes. Just taking a few moments, a few minutes, just to let that body be at peace. Let that mind be at peace. A nice quiet place for you to be kind to your mind and your body, and to thank them for bringing you here today. So just keeping your eyes closed, continue to breathe. Slowly bringing some awareness back into that body. You can move around those fingers, those toes, those arms, those legs, hands, feet, head, circles, side to side, whatever's gonna bring a little bit of movement, a little bit of awareness back in that body. And whenever you're ready, rolling over onto the side of your choice. Anyone who's pregnant, everyone else should choose a side. Act as if what you do makes it a difference, because it does. Act as if what you do makes a difference, because it does. And that's a quote from William James. And when you're ready, use your outside arm. Bring yourself back up seated wherever you began. And as we continue to move on, making a difference in the world, hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend and Valentine's Day on Monday. And I will see you guys next week. Namaste. Thanks, ladies. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna unmute and say, oops. Say hello.